Hey guys, I'm Chef Dean Max. Today in the kitchen, we're gonna make some garlic confit. So stick around to watch this. I think you're gonna really like it because it's a condiment that you can keep in the fridge and last a long time. And you'll always have garlic at your call, and a good quality garlic too. So subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up and ring that bell, and we'll see you in a second for this garlic confit. Hey guys, today in the kitchen, we're gonna work with garlic. So we're going to talk about a couple different things with it. Garlic is really best when you're using garlic from a whole bulb. Some of the people don't know that garlic sometimes grown in the U.S. and then gets shipped overseas for weeks and then gets peeled and then shipped back. So the garlic you're getting is very old. So what we want to do, and they can preserve that in different ways too. So if you want the freshest garlic, the best tasting garlic, you're going to want to buy the garlic like this, still in the shell, and then you're going to want to clean it yourself. And I know you didn't want to hear that, but that's what you need to do. So a lot of recipes where I think I want to really flavor the oil of garlic when I'm cooking something Italian style, I might use a raw garlic clove. But normally I keep garlic confit, which is this cooked garlic, in the fridge, and that makes it so much easier. So you're going to see today how many different things we can make with the garlic confit. So let's get started. We're going to look at a few kind of myths for peeling. One of the things is you just kind of smash the garlic bulb down like this and what we're going to do is just pull it like this apart. So it's got a lot of kind of pieces of paperiness on the outside, and you're looking to kind of separate that from the clove itself. So there's those papery pieces. We're moving all those, separating them, right? Because this makes a huge mess when you're cleaning this. Now, this is a great job. I'm telling you, if you got kids and they did anything bad, then you go out and you buy yourself 5 pounds of garlic. And when they come home, you sit them at the table and you tell them they can't move until they picked all the garlic. So that's actually the best cleaning method. If you don't have kids that you can punish by making them peel garlic, you can try a couple different things. There's a technique like this where you can put the cloves inside of a plastic container. And then we're just going to shake it like you're making martinis. Okay? And it works pretty good, but make sure you hold the top. I've done that before where I held it like this and it blew the top off, threw garlic all over the kitchen. A little bit of a disaster. So you can try that, okay? When you pop it out like this, what it does is you can see some of the papery pieces just flew right off, right? So is it 100%? No. But what it does is it does loosen the paper on the garlic clove. You can see how it's broken a little bit like that. So from that, I'm able to kind of pull it off easily. So I don't have to fight at it as much. So you can see it does work pretty well. There are other things like this you can get in the store as well. It's like a garlic assist thing too. And you basically put that in. You put some garlic cloves in it like this. And it kind of does the same thing. It puts the pressure on the garlic. Then you can roll the garlic around. You hear it? You roll it around like that, and you do that. And look, you see? It pops them all out. So it works pretty well too. So some of these little garlic cleaning methods do work. Let's try that one again. So you just drop these in here like that. And then I have another one? Yeah, there's one more here. Okay, so you drop that in, press it, okay? Pretty cool. And then pop it out, and they're all cleaned, right? So this is definitely gonna be the best way to clean them. Like I said, if you have bad kids, then you don't need this. You can just let them sit there all day. It'll probably take them 3 or 4 hours to clean, a bunch of clothes. So the whole goal behind this is that you do this in advance and you get all these garlic cloves, right? And you get these cleaned up really nice. You put them in a small pot. You're going to cover them with oil. And let me do this actually. I do have, there we go. Whoops. Threw water all over the place too. I'm going to get these off of my board here. Always keeping a clean station in the kitchen. It's a big chef thing, I teach that to our cooks all the time. So one of the things that you should do is after you've cooked for the night, you know, and almost about to sit down and have dinner, you should have already cleaned most of the stuff you use to cook. And if you learn how to do that, you're going to be way ahead of the game. So what I want to do is pull this garlic out. Now this garlic, I took these cloves, I covered them with oil, and I use extra virgin olive oil with this. So you don't want to use a cheap oil because you want that great flavor. You want this extra virgin flavor. Okay, you're not wasting the oil because we're going to use it for multiple things. So with this, you don't want to fry this either. You don't want to have this at a hot temperature. That's why I have a lid on it. You know what worked great is this is a good time to pull out your crock pot, put it on the lowest setting, dump all your garlic cloves in there, put some olive oil on top, and then cover that and let it cook for a couple hours, right? At the lowest setting. Otherwise, you put it on your stovetop with a cover on it and you put it on like the lowest flame or the lowest setting on it if you have an electric stove. And what you're gonna do after cooking it probably about an hour, put that over here, is you're gonna end up, you see how these garlic cloves they look like light brown? That's because they've been toasted cooking in this for an hour. Now what we're going to do is puree them to make a paste. So how can you tell they're done is you could just like pull one up to the side wall of your pot and press it, and it just should smush flat, okay? And that's what you're looking for. So what we're going to do is I've got my NutriBullet right here, and I want to take and put, well, I don't want to do that. This is what I want to do with that. I'll do it over here because I don't want all this oil. The cloves are saturated right now with oil. So I don't need to add oil into our NutriBullet to get these to puree. I just want to get the cloves themselves. But I don't want to waste any of this oil because the oil that's sitting here with these garlic cloves, not only is it extra virgin, but it's been steeping with garlic and roasting with garlic for over an hour. So it's got this great garlic flavor. So this garlic oil that you have in there is amazing to like use in the kitchen for vinaigrettes, for, you can brush meat with it, like you're roasting a steak or something like that. You can use it. You can add it to fish, any kind of dish that you're making where garlic makes sense. It works great. It makes amazing garlic bread, right? You can just drizzle that oil over some French bread and grate some Parmesan in it and roast it in the oven. So we're almost done with this. We're gonna take and I'm gonna do this. Let me see, I can do this faster by just pouring it probably, right? So you see how I'm pouring that? Okay, all that garlic cloves and all that oil we're gonna keep, okay? So with this, we put this in our NutriBullet. We're gonna put the lid on. Now I'm gonna put, probably like a half teaspoon of sea salt. I use Himalayan pink sea salt for that. Okay, and again, it's all strained. Okay, if later you needed to, and then I pop it down, you can see, so everything's setting on the bottom. And turn it on, and then hold it. Okay, it's going to need a little bit of movement because it's, just the paste. Now, if it's really thick like that and I want to puree it up a little bit more, I can add a little bit of oil. You can see, look how thick that is. It's like definitely like thick peanut butter in there, right? Which is kind of how we want it, but I'm going to put a little bit more oil in there because I want to thin it out just a touch. Okay. Okay, you hear that? And I shake my NutriBullet. And what that'll do, it gives you this puree, and all of our garlic is beautifully pureed into this paste. So what I'm going to do then, so I'm going to take a nice little jar here, and I don't want to waste any of this. I'm going to put all of this, see that puree, how beautiful that is? And at this point too, you can taste this. It's got this great garlic flavor. It's not burnt. It's not overly strong. You know how like garlic, fresh garlic, the strength of that and the acidity of that can really hurt your stomach, right? Okay, so I'm going to take all this out. I don't want to lose any of it, right? And then I get all of that in here, and I even take out the garlic that's in here. So what you can do is, to clean this out even better, is get yourself a nice piece of toasted bread and smear it around here and make yourself a little snack, a little chef snack. Why not, right? So what I do is that. Now, I top that down in my jar, and then what I do is pour a sealant layer of that olive oil on top, like that. So, if you like it, try it out. Give me a thumbs up. Look forward to seeing you back. I'm Chef Dean Max.